So we have Q on the show again, the Golden Experience. Last time she was here, she was a contributor to a show I was actually invited on to talk about the new Supreme Court justice, reparations. What else did we talk about there?
We talked about how men that were trying to force a transgender.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah. The in sports and everything. So
yeah,
she was the female contributor to that on that show, and we never did get a chance to talk about her personally and what she's doing in the local Detroit area. She is what you call an artiste.
thank you.
And I want to before we get into some of the art that I'm going to put on display for you guys. Talk about how in the world you get into art. It's not many. And what do you like? What do you do with art? Like, I don't know nothing about art other than what I did in high school. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
obviously, you took that further
yeah.
than an introduction in grade school or something. So go ahead.
So my name is L.M. Coz. I'm an artist, painter.
And you're sensitive about your stuff.
I'm very sensitive about my ish. And I started my art career roughly 7.5 years ago. I started painting beautiful pictures that I didn't know I knew how to paint. The story was I was out somewhere with my husband at the time, and I was seeing a piece of art that I thought was absolutely fantastic, and it was more than I could basically afford at the time. So my husband at the time was like, "Well, I'll get you some stuff and see if you can make it yourself. You seem like you're kind of artsy and kind of creative around the house," which I was, but I never thought to paint a picture. So I got the stuff, and the first one I did, it sucked. It looked like a kindergartner with one hand, okay, one eye, like what the hell. And then as I kept going, I reminded myself, oh, I did do art in school, and I never really had any real support, honestly, to like push up to start doing art. I didn't have that mother in my life at the time. I didn't have a father, like just to be like, oh yeah, do this, do that. It was really just me, and I remember all that creative stuff. And once it was time for me to like start making things and being creative around my home as a mom, a wife, just trying to just be a house, make my house a home. I found out that I was pretty talented in painting. So I had a Christmas party. This is really what happened. I had a Christmas party. I had probably like 25 or 35 pieces up on the wall. People came over and everyone was like, "Oh wow, you're so spoiled. Oh, your husband always buying you everything you want." And I'm like, "That's not true. This come from him not buying me what I wanted, and I ended up making all these." So everyone just stopped and kind of was like, "You painted these?" And kind of went off from there. So from there, a very good friend of mine, his name is Dabbles. Dabbles African Beat Museum off of Grand River and the Boulevard. One of the most known and famous African American abstract artists in the city. He was hanging at the time around the 70s and 80s. Made a real big impact, influence. He's actually he's a very strong influence in the city of Detroit. You can check out Dabbles on Facebook or Instagram. He's actually looking for people to help him out and rebuilding his mural. And that's on the corner of Grand River and the Boulevard. You ever seen all that glass and all that mosaic art that's on that corner with all that stuff on the building? If you ever noticed that,
I probably have. Just
everyone have seen it. It looks like this African type mosaic vibe. Well, anyway, that's Dabbles. He's been here since the 70s. He's still here, and he was the first person that gave me a real shot at selling art. So I went to an event he had, the Brazilian festival that he does every year. I ended up selling all of my paintings that night, and that was 7.5 years ago. And from that point, from there, I've done art. I have been on other people's shows talking about the work I've done to create my own show on YouTube called Let's Create Art with LM Coz. And from there, I have worked with beautiful artists, wonderful artists. I've met some of the most amazing artists in the country because they're right here in Detroit. What's better than Detroit?
Right.
And from there, I've even evolved to start my own company called LM Coz Studios, which entails of artists coming in. We're doing events. We're in venues where we're setting up. We're selling art. All of our events are free. So there's no point of, like you said, you didn't know much about art. That's what LM Coz Studios is all about. We're here to educate people. We want to teach people about art. We want people that's interested in learning about it to have a notion of what art is. Maybe a little splash of humanities, as you would say, a creative, lesson, as I would call it. And it's also for emerging artists, new artists, people that want to come and find out what type of art they want to do. If you want to just be around that type of energy, ambiance, LM Studios would be the place to be.
So you said you have something on, you have a show on YouTube?
I have a show on YouTube. It's called Let's Create Art with LM Coz. And basically what I do, I've done tutorials on the show. I've interviewed artists. I've interviewed artists from 4 years old to 80 years old. So it's a very family-friendly show. It's nothing explicit. And I also done tutorials, like I say. So if you ever have interests and ideas on like, well, what can I do around a house and make art without all the fancy artistic tools that I finally own? It took me a while. But when I didn't have anything, I would use the most convenient things around the house. I would go to places that, like department stores that just sold like, easy craft type items. And I made them look good. And then now I use Liquitex and I use, Grimbacher and stuff like that. But it took time to learn what those tools were, But I also want to encourage people to say, hey, you don't have to have all these fancy artistic things to make art. You don't have to have a stretched canvas. You can use certain cardboard, and you can stack the cardboard on top of each other. You can line it up with old rulers and stick it in there. You done made a canvas. You done made it. It's so many ways to be creative. And if you watch my show, I give you some of those ideas for free. Everything's always free.
That is dope. So you do you understand that you also do something with painting, events with painting, and teach people how to paint? And tell me a little bit more about that.
So that's called Painting with a Vibe.
Painting with a Vibe, yeah.
Yeah, so Painting with a Vibe it's not like Painting with a Twist because it's Painting with a Vibe.
Yeah, right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So the vibe is LM Coz, the whole experience. That's what LM Coz Studios come in at. I'll come in, and when I become greater, I'll have representatives that works in the studio. They'll come in and we'll just give you the party of it. You have a time of your life with a party with us. We come in and we'll do like a Painting with a Twist vibe, but we don't mind it being 420 friendly. We don't mind if you want to have 50 women for a bachelor party. We're not going to stop if you want wine, whatever you want. We'll come to you at your location, or if we have a brick and mortar location. If you would like to be booked, and we'll have a venue for you in Detroit. We have a couple locations that'll be available.
Okay. You said you have one now, though, right?
I do have a location right now. We're opening up in 2 weeks. It's 607 East McNichols.
Okay.
It's going to be called Uptown Detroit on the 6th. So it sounds like a mouthful, but it's Uptown Detroit. But we say on the 6th because it's right on the other side of Highland. It's on Detroit, but it's right by Highland Park. So we say on the 6th to let people know it's still Detroit.
Right.
So.
Oh, sweet. So now, can you still do Painting with a Vibe? You come to locations? Are you on site?
I can come to your location, or you can come to a venue. I have 2 or 3 locations where you can come to. It depends on the volume of capacity I need.
Yeah.
So we have stuff on the west side. We have stuff like close to the Livernois area, or like I say, if you call me with real inquiries, we can work whatever you need to be worked out.
Okay, how can I reach you?
Well, you can always reach me on my Facebook, which is LM Coz Watson at facebook.com, or you can follow me and DM me on Instagram, which is LM Coz Watson at instagram.com. And you can always email me at laquandrawatson.lw@gmail.com if you have any information that you need from me. I also want to give out a special, I guess, a freebie right now. We're having an event coming up in a couple of weeks. I just want to let people know, if once we finish this, my homeboy Jonathan is going to let you guys know how you can get the free ticket. So please wait till the end, and I'll be giving out free tickets for an event in Detroit for my new opening. So,
sweet.
Yeah. I do a lot of stuff though. I just we're going to be doing. I do comedy.
We're gonna get to that. I want to get to some of your paintings that I've seen. This is take a look. You guys take a look at this. I'm gonna put this on the screen. Okay. Tell me about about this one. I call this the Midsummer Night's Dream, but I know you call it something else. That's just what it makes me feel.
Oh, I like that.
From Shakespeare.
So that piece particularly, a lot of people would say that's the Van Gogh stroke. I have a friend named Henry Harper. He's one of the starters of the Detroit Fine Arts Breakfast Club. Him and another friend of mine, which is an art collector. They both compare my art to Van Gogh. I never would like to take such a compliment. However, over time, I do see the similarity. It It was a natural thing.
Wasn't
I
intentional. Yeah.
yeah. I like Jackson Pollock too, and a lot of people say my splashes and my art look like that too, but it was never intentional. A lot of people like my work when I do my bright colors, and people say it's like Andy Warhol, and I'm like, I'm just being natural. So I'm one of those abstract artists that's not even trying to replicate anything or anyone. I'm more of a visionary, but I love to create what I feel. I like to create what I see. I like to create from colors and hues. So a lot of people that buy art from me, they buy it because they know my energy. So I have most of my art is referral work.
Okay.
Even though you can find me, you can find my art in Felly's Art Studio in Detroit. You can find my art at Sherwood Forest Art Gallery, which is one of the oldest and Black-owned art galleries in the country. I have art at what's my boy name? Mac's Art Gallery off the Boulevard. Shout out to Mac. He is one of the oldest African American art gallery owners in the country as well. He had his art gallery open up in '76, 2022. So I'm honored to know that my art sit in such a historic place because Detroit been through so much and riots, and he's still here.
Right.
You can find my art in Dabbles. I spoke of African Bead Museum. You can find my once you check me out. If you check me out, you'll see my art is all over the city. It's just in small little locations. You might see it in a restaurant. You might see it at the Lucky Duck downtown. You'll see it if you want to.
Okay. Now tell me about this one.
Okay, so that's more. I do different styles. So the first one we were talking about was a Van Gogh stroke. It was more strokes. This is more of a representational piece. So you can see the clouds, you see the tree, you see the palm trees.
What's it called?
Sand. I don't have a particular name for that one, but it's definitely one where you see yourself and it's what you want to see. I love the boat. It's like a Thailand type vibe, right? It's kind of tropical. So I have different type of ways that I paint. So thank you for showing me, reminding me.
This one.
I love that one. That piece is very special to me because I use a lot of color. So that was me toning down my stroke, toning down my vibrancy. So that would be one of my more sophisticated pieces.
What's it called?
I wrote the name down. I hate being on a spot with these names. So I'm busted. I can't remember.
Sorry.
Look, I can't
And
remember.
this last one here.
Okay, so that one, I love that piece. That's a mixture, right? Can you tell the mixture of the Van Gogh stroke with representation of a flower? Okay, so I do a lot of abstract work.
Okay, so just ladies and gentlemen, as you've seen, she's went through 4 pieces. These are actually for sale. LM Coz original piece that are for sale. If you would be interested in any of these pieces, just inbox me. Or you can contact her, but inbox me because I have them. I have them right now. So inbox me, and we want to support our local artists in all their endeavors and what they're trying to do.
Thank you.
This is what this show is about. It's about ownership, healthy mind, and healthy wallet, and supporting local people, local entrepreneurs. Local entrepreneurs in the community, and I do have a special affinity towards women entrepreneurs who are doing their thing, because I got a mama too.
Oh, you got
you know what I'm saying? And I got a daughter. So we always want to support those people and show them love. I've had definitely some creative people, but in particular some women on the show who have been absolutely outstanding. You have been outstanding in your commentary on the subject we did last time you were on the show. You're an artiste, decorating an artiste and doing your own thing, going from maybe it seems like a hobby to something that is professional that you can actually eat off of.
Yes.
And you've grown that into you're going to have those locations and painting with a vibe. And we're going to talk about the latest project, if you can, that you just finished. But I was just saying that, and then we had a woman, a lady who had mobile boutique. Okay, that was outstanding. A mobile boutique. She pulls up on you, and you can go in the boutique, and it's for plus size women, but it's also online too.
Beautiful.
And it has some men's clothing in it. So just some dynamic women on the show.
I would would love to meet her.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll put you. We make the connection.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because y'all can parlay that with the painting, with the vibe, and get some clothes, all that.
Oh, I don't stop at just promoting. We definitely can network wherever you
Oh,
are.
yeah.
You know, just talk to me. I would love to network. I'm always open for business because I work for myself.
Yeah. Your latest project. Can you talk about that project?
Yes, I just did a mural inside of a building. Really nice. That let me put my signature on the wall. So
Okay.
I'm excited.
LM Coz.
Yes, it's LM Coz on the wall, and I'm looking forward to doing my first outdoor mural on a building, which is the building I was speaking on, 607 East McNichols, which is my location. It'll be my first time doing a mural in Detroit, so I'm very honored to even be able to do this, seeing what Detroit has been through, as far as just how the history of Detroit and how the people have been through so much of a struggle, as far as maintaining our name as if we're past tense, and how much of a big influence we've done all the way from Motor City times all the way into the Motown, all the way into the artistic lifestyle to now here we are. And I'm a part of that journey. So I'm here to just do my part, put my stamp in the city and say, yeah, that's me too. So I can say I come from all of these great people from the city that has made such an influence and an impact. And I want to be one of those people as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this mural I'm supposed to be doing. So, if you check me out on 607 East McNichols, Detroit, Michigan, I will be out there.
607 East McNichols.
Yeah, come check me out, man. I'll be out there painting and doing my thug thizzle.
All right. Now you're also into comedy.
I am.
Wow, that's a lot that you do.
I do.
Definitely multi-talented.
And that's why I'm looking for people to come help me out at LM Coz Studios. I can't do it alone. I would love to share this opportunity with others. I would love for artists to come in and just show me the implementations of what they want to do. I'm willing to learn from them. I'm willing to teach them what I know so we can both be successful, because every idea should be evolved, especially if it's a good one.
Uh-huh.
And I want to be the person that builds that seed for them to grow, because I used to didn't have that confidence in myself. So I want to give the confidence to an artist as well.
Great. So we have LM Coz on the stool, painter. She does comedy, painting with a vibe.
Yeah.
The studio. Give us the address again.
607 East McNichols.
East McNichols. She's going to have. It's going to be venues there, open for
I have
venues.
a lot of things going on. I'm even about to start a dating website, but you guys have to opt in and come up to one of my events. It's something for free, and we can talk about it. But I'm about to start an online dating website, and I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And I think
right?
It's going to be great, like Tony the Tiger.
Wow. She's got a lot of things going on.
I'm working.
And LM Coz, LM Coz Studios.
Yes.
You find it on YouTube.
Yes, you can find
YouTube.
LM Coz Studios right now. The website's actually being put together
Okay.
as we speak.
But we can get you on YouTube.
You can find me. Look up on YouTube. Let's create art with LM Coz. You'll see me. You'll see my links.
Okay.
If you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, it's LM Coz Watson at Instagram or Facebook.com. I will give out my phone number, but
I hear you. Just contact her on social media. This has been another show with a wonderful entrepreneur, talented person, talented woman in the Metro Detroit community and in the Detroit community who is doing her thing. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.
Thank you.